Happy Friday. This is day 5. If you're in the group, you've seen my results. I posted them earlier. Uh, if you want to see the results and want to be a part of the group, you can sign up. Uh, Something I want to share with you. One of the challenges that I have that I've noticed that maybe you can relate to is now. First, I want to say I'm assuming if you're listening to this that you're interested in losing weight and getting fit. If you know me, by no means do I think everybody should be, do, and act the same way. So, whatever shape you're in, if you're happy with it, then by all means. If you are not satisfied with your weight, your size, your shape, your health, and you want to do something about it, that's what I'm here for. I know the struggles that I've had and that I continue to have. And some struggles that I've had, I've gotten over. They're not as bad. And some of them, they still pop up. One of the things that I know that we make excuses for ourselves. Here's the thing. Be happy with where you're at. Be grateful for whatever you have. Whatever weight you're at, whatever size you're at, wherever your health is. Be grateful that it's not worse, that it is what it is, and it can get better. It is what it is, but it's not what it's going to be if you make some choices. I know what happens. Like for me, one of them is when I work out, I think, okay, I can eat more. It's counterproductive because if you're on a routine and you have a formula for the calories you're going to take in and how many you're going to burn, and you burn the calories, but you take in more, then it's counterproductive. So that's why it's important to have a schedule, to have a plan, and to stick to it and to see what the results are. Then you know what you can adjust. Okay, come on, bro. Um, oh, he's been working. So that's one of them. One of the other things is I'm not losing weight because I'm working out. I'm building muscle. Yeah, muscle weighs more than fat, but you burn fat way faster than you can build muscle. Ask anybody, any bodybuilder or anybody that's trying to put on weight. So don't use that excuse. I used that for years in the beginning. I didn't like doing cardio. I worked out, I lifted, do a little bit of cardio, and I'd say, I'm not losing weight. Well, you're probably just putting on muscle. BS. Don't fall into that trap. Uh, it takes it's harder to build muscle than it is to lose weight. It's you have to be on a very strict diet, constantly eating and then working out constantly. That's one. The other one is getting a false sense of security of where your weight is. You start gaining weight and you start say, well, that's not so bad. Nah, that's not so bad. You buy some clothes that fit and you say, that's not so bad. I've done it. That's how I got back up to where I am. I was down to 205. So I said, I'll stay between 205 and 210. And then it was, 220 is not that bad. I was 265. So then I hit 230, where that's where I had hit and stayed for a while. I don't look bad at 230. Still overweight for me. Still have fat in places I don't like. So I stayed at 230 for a long time because I was comfortable with it. Then, 240, I'm like, it's just 10 pounds more than the 230. And then before I knew it, I hit 250. And I carry my weight well. A lot of people carry their weight well, and you can't really tell. And people give you compliments. Nobody's going to walk up to you and say, hey, you're fat. Hey, you're gaining weight. There's very few people that'll do that. So you have to be honest with yourself. And you have to have that anchor. You can't sway from that, because that keeps you from getting to your goal. When you say, it's not so bad. No, set the goal, be focused. This is where I want to be. This is the size I want to be. This is the weight I want to be. This is how I want to feel. So you've got to stay true to that. And that goes back to where I always say, stay focused on what you want. Stay focused on that. Because if you don't want it bad enough, you're not going to do it, whatever it is. Especially watching what you eat, changing your habits, and doing some exercise. All of it gets easier. Do it slow. If you have any questions, tell me where you're stuck at. I can help you through that. It's different for everybody. Uh, all I can do is I know one thing that motivates me is seeing other people's positive results. I'm like, damn it, I need to get on that. I will start sharing more in the group of exactly what I'm doing. It's basically, uh, I'm just watching my calories and watching my exercise. It's because the fundamental is it comes down to calories in, calories out. It's just a basic uh, formula of energy. I mean, you can use the analogy of a bank account. If you use a credit card and spend more money than you have, your credit's going to balloon. Just like if you eat more than what you exercise. uh, look at it as your gas tank, a car. If your gas tank could expand and you just kept filling it up every day with gas, but you never drove the car, the gas tank would just get bigger and bigger. It's the same thing. Now, how much exercise do you have to do? That's what you'll have to figure out. You'll have to figure out what you're comfortable with. Everything you hear is true to some degree. You can lose weight without exercising. When you eat, what you eat, how you eat, all of that makes a difference for different people. For me, fortunately, it is very simple as watching my calories. I like to eat. I can I can tear some food up. So it's just I got back into some bad habits. I changed those habits. Being quarantined, being home all day doesn't help. So if I watch my calories, I pretty much eat kind of what I want. Nowadays, I eat them a little bit more because I'm a little bit more aware of what my body needs and the type of fuel. But I do manage to find things that I like, and you have to. You have to. If there's things that you like, you have to keep those in your diet. You have to figure out how to keep them in your diet. It's just, and then sometimes you have to like crunch time, like crunch for a week, 5 days. Maybe cut out that favorite thing for 5 days and then just get a little bit of it over the weekend just to keep the cravings down. There's different things we can do. I'll share what I do. That's what I do. I'll pick out some days, and then some days I'll cleanse. One thing you can do if you're going to get started, can you go 24 hours without eating solid food? Have a shake or something to give your body time to get rid of everything and digest everything. Uh, that usually helps me, and then I try to get my eating back in order after that if I get too out of hand. You know, yeah, there's more to share on that. The main thing I wanted to share with you today is get your mindset straight. If you're wanting to lose weight and you know you need to be a certain weight or a certain size, don't let the idea of, oh, I don't look so bad. Oh, I look good in these jeans or this shirt. I have some shirts that fit me just right up here, but they're loose around the stomach and they're a little tricky. And it's like, oh yeah, I look good. And of course, when I go out, everybody's like, oh, you look good. And then I get this, oh, I look good. So sometimes I wear tight shirts on purpose just so I can feel it. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I appreciate it. I'm grateful for where I'm at, but I know it's not where I want to be. So don't get tripped up. Talk to you guys. Mañana.